Guys, how are you today? We are on Friday. I'm on. I just finished up a quick session, so I am so excited to be on here with you guys. I'm going to be on here for a good 30 minutes, and I'm going to answer questions for you guys. In the process of everybody deciding what questions that you want to ask, I am going to just talk about what's going on. As y'all know, I am Belize Spivey, the STD Life Coach. I help African American women overcome the stigma of herpes. In that process, I offer sessions. I offer a private support group. As y'all know, we do the educational videos here on YouTube. I also do events, okay, of different sorts. Where I have a conference, I also may do, a book sign or anything like that. And I do have a book. If you've been looking for a book to read, I tell my story, what happened to me, and things of that nature. If you're interested in getting a book, then you have the opportunity to do so. And I will put that information at the end of this video for that. So, with that being said, guys, as we know, tomorrow in Birmingham, I will be there for a. I'm going to be there for a campaign. Y'all gonna hear my babies. But I'm there for. Yes, that's fine. So while I'm there for that campaign, I want to meet with you guys at 12 o'clock at the Milk restaurant. And we're going to meet, have a good time. I don't want you to feel like everybody would know that you have herpes. It's not like I'm going to come in there with a herpes shirt or just tell the whole world that we're in here for herpes. I'm not doing that. But I just want to do a quick pop-up meetup because I'm in that area. And it's just, hey, take the opportunity to do something and spend some time with you guys that I don't always get to spend. But since I'm already making the effort to come out there, that I will meet with you guys. So tomorrow, I'll be in Birmingham, 12 o'clock at the Melt, okay? After that, as y'all know, the Overcoming Gathering Tour is coming. It's February 23rd and 22nd, 23rd. You will have the option to do your private session for 30 minutes, and then on Saturday to do the conference where we're there from 10 to 1, and we'll have me as a speaker, another speaker. We will have a Q&A session, and we will learn how to disclose. Well, we will do an interesting activity to learn how to disclose. So make sure you take advantage of that. It's 120 for the general ticket for both. If you want to do early bird, it's 95. I do break up the sessions separately as well, so it's $80 for regular, just for a session by itself, or if you just want to go to an event, it's 65. And it is an early bird for the session, which is 50, I think 50 or $55 or something like that. So you have the option to do those things. So make sure you sign up. I know we're pretty much like 2.5 months out, but I've been wanting to talk about it early because if you want to go, this is your opportunity in Atlanta, Tennessee, things like that, South Carolina, whatever. You have your opportunity. Now I am going to everywhere else. I'm going to in April, we're going to Durham, North Carolina, and then May we're going to Huntsville, Alabama, and then June we're going to New Orleans. Then July we're going to Maryland, DMV area. Then August we're going to Tampa, and then on October we're going to Houston. So if you're in those other areas, you can wait. My whole thing, you don't have to feel like you were like, oh man, I gotta book a ticket and I gotta fly down to Atlanta. No, if you're close to Atlanta, this is your opportunity to take on the Atlanta trip. But if you're close to North Carolina, if you're in Alabama, close to Alabama, or it's just a little too early yet, you want to go ahead, but you got 2 months and like 2 weeks to go ahead and plan, get your ticket, and come out because it's going to be really, really good. It's going to be very, very impactful, and I really want to help you guys, especially about this closing thing. This is our biggest struggle of them all, and I want to help us, and you have the opportunity to do with me sitting right there in your face and helping you, and you can ask me questions and things like that, so you'll really get that candid training that you need. So with that being said, guys, I hope that helped to let y'all go know what's going on. Like I said, I'm still looking for swag bag participants. I'm also still looking for sponsors. So my business owners, this is your opportunity to go ahead and take advantage of my target market. My target market is between the ages 20 to like 50, African American women or women of color. Or I also have Caucasian, but minority of my women are African American women. They're from across the globe. Most of them are in the U.S. To let you know, and I have the opportunity to share your information with them. For my sponsors, you'll get more because you every time I do a live, which I do a live here on Fridays at 8. I do a live on Instagram on Thursdays. I do my YouTube videos. I do my lives on my personal page and my private group. You'll have all of this on top of sharing my flyers. I'm also going to pass out personal flyers out here in the area that I live in. I'm looking to pass out 150 flyers to just client to 155 flyers to just clinics, guys, in the Atlanta area. So just know your exposure is going to be absolute real. So that's $250 for that. If you want to take on any more, just know you will have to pay additional $250 for every city. But just know you're getting so much in that process. For my swag bag participants, you'll just get your information put in the bag for that city. Okay. And that's it. If you want to put it in more cities, you let me know. Once again, you'll just pay the $10 for each city, and you'll go from there. And I'll tell you how many that we need, and I'll give you a deadline, and I'll give you the address for that. So I just wanted to come on really quick and give you guys the option to answer any questions. If you had any questions or concerns, you have your option now. If you don't want to ask any questions, I completely understand. But I just wanted to come on to give y'all that option to have that, moment that you can say what you need to say and, put your opinions out there or, kind of just talk to me. And we'll go from there. For my individuals who's looking for a support group, you know where I find me. Find me on Facebook, Belize Spivey, and then send me a private message saying you want to be added to the group, and that's for women only. Like I said, the sessions, y'all know what to do, /I have it for those as well. I have so much new stuff that I want to do for you guys this year. It's going to be crazy. I am writing a new book, and I'm super excited. It is for my ladies, but I'm super excited to write this new book, and I really think it's going to be a blessing. It's not going to be pertaining to herpes at all, but I really think after a while I have learned something that we need, and I really want to share it with you guys. So give me time. I'm doing some really big things with this, so I'm not going to rush it. There's many things I want to do this year that I'm not going to rush it. It's going to be all in due time. But I do have a lot of speaking engagements this year, which I'm really excited about. And that. But I do want to share some stuff with y'all pertaining to just herpes. I get these main questions, or I do like a frequently asked question thing. The main thing people always ask me is, do you really have herpes? I do. I really do have herpes. I've been living with the virus for 9 years. I've been having type 2 for 2 years. Type 2 for 8 years, and then type 1 for a year. Okay, I ended up contracting type 1 from my ex-husband, but I never gave anything to him. Which is a blessing, but it's interesting that I end up catching it. But hey, interesting. I don't really care. Herpes is herpes in my mind. So another thing is a lot of people ask me, can you have children? Yes, guys, I have 2 children. I had both of my children vaginally after having herpes. I did not have any outbreaks during my labor, and that's the reason why I was able to have my children vaginally with no problem. My children didn't have the virus. Many people ask me, since you have type 1, do you kiss your children? Yes, I do kiss my kids all the time. I never had an outbreak. No sons. No sons. Take it in a room. Junior, get a toy and take it in a room. So, yeah, I kiss my kids. You can take it. I take my kid. I kiss them all the time on the lips, on the cheeks, all that. I'm very affectionate with my kids, and my kids do not have the virus at all. So, the fear that you may have, especially if you're having outbreaks, is that, what did I do? My whole thing is when you're not having outbreaks, just know you're in a better stance. The virus is most contagious when you see it, like literally when it's active and it comes skin to skin. I do want to kill a myth. For my individuals who believe when you have oral that you can pass it through saliva, guys, it's a truth and a false. If you have it outside of your mouth, like outside of your mouth, on your face, on your nose, stuff like that, just because you come in contact with a cup, that's not meaning anything. It's not your saliva, like literally. When they say saliva, they're worried about if you're having in your mouth sores, in your mouth out herpes. Like, guys, it's not for my individuals who like outside your mouth. Literally, they're talking about truthfully the people who have inside their mouth when they say you can pass the virus through saliva. It's because the virus is in your mouth, and the virus is in your, simple as that, the virus is in your mouth. So with that, sharing cups and sharing drinks, yeah, the chances are there, because even that mucus and stuff that comes out of your outbreak, it's going to flow into your mouth, and it'll flow into the cup, and it will flow into the straws and all the other stuff. So yeah, they're concerned about that. But if you have it outside of your mouth, breathe. You're fine. The virus don't live on a cup for a long period of time at all. It doesn't live on a cup for a long period of time. It don't live on any surface long. People ask me if you can pass it on the toilet. You cannot. In a tub, you cannot. Towels, rags, you cannot. Nothing like that. None of that can happen. Now, something I did learn recently: be careful with toys. Okay? Because at the end of the day, if you're having an outbreak and you playing with your toy and you don't properly clean that toy, you're putting that juice of that outbreak onto this toy. Okay, and I learned that from infectious disease, the director of infection disease. She just told me that, and I was like, whoa. So for my individuals who have toys, please do not play with your toy when you're on your or having an outbreak at all, and please get cleaner, proper cleaner. Soap and water is not the type of stuff you're supposed to use for your toy. You just have to use a water-based solution to properly clean your toy from bacteria and things like that. So please, guys, if you're going to use toys, make sure you clean them properly. If you cannot afford to get no cleaner, don't get no toy. I'm just going to be honest, because now you're putting yourself of messing around and getting an infection because you're not properly cleaning your toy. Okay, soap and water is not the way to clean your toy. It's a water-based solution. Okay. Another thing people ask me, have anybody ever contracted the virus from you? No, not from what I know of. And since I outed myself literally 3 years, nobody ever came and say, "Hey, Belize, you gave me the virus." So, and I'm having majority of the guys I had sex with was on my page. So, with that being said, no, I have never gave the virus to anyone, and I'm thankful because I try to make sure I do not have sex with anybody when I'm having an outbreak, or I feel like I'm about to have an outbreak, or I'm feeling kind of icky, or because I know my body that I don't do anything in that time. Another thing people ask me is, how do you disclose? For me, it's a little different because this is my business. So when people ask me what I do, I share then, and they kind of like, why would you do that? And I kind of go ahead and disclose and say, hey, I contracted herpes, 9 years ago, and when I contracted it, this, da, 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 and I decided to do this. And they're like, oh my God. Some people, they are really looking at it as like being heroic, and they look at me as like, oh, you're doing the thing, so I'm confident that you won't give me the virus, and I trust you. And then you got people like, I'm scared, but just because you are out here and then you're telling everybody, and I don't want my family to know my personal business of who I accept, and I don't want to have to fight for you basically and defend you. So I have that. I was scared when I first found out. I have made mistakes and not disclosed, and that's why I always tell you guys, please disclose, because we're living in a time that people are dangerous and they're doing really, really mean things to people, and I would never want you guys to get hurt because you was just too scared. If you're just that scared, don't date. If you're just that scared, don't have sex. Like, just don't do it, and that's just for your well-being, and I want to keep you guys safe as possible. So my whole thing is, when I say don't do it, I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm just telling y'all, don't go and risk y'all lives. I risked mine. I could have been beat up, slapped up, exposed, and all that stuff. But we didn't have social media the way we have. We didn't have as much going on when I was a little bit younger. So it's different. So I just want you guys to know, like, it's going to get better for you, and life is not over in any shape or form. I can see that nobody really have questions, and that's fine. Thank God that my videos are really doing what they need to do to help you guys and give y'all clarity in many ways. Thank you guys for all the support. I thank you guys for all the love. It's so many people on this call, so I thank you so much for being here, supporting me. Thank you for helping me grow my YouTube. Like, my YouTube just hit like 3K and counting, guys. And not 13K. 3K. Like, I when I hit 3K, I was happy. When I hit a K, I was happy. I was just so grateful that you guys even are watching me and letting me help y'all and support y'all through this. Like, I truly didn't believe that anybody even wanted any help. I really didn't believe nobody even having it. So I just came on here hoping that one person had it and I help them, and learn that millions of people have it, because so many people have watched my videos. Like, over 2 million people have watched these videos over these last 3 years. So that's let me know that, okay, it's people out who have it, but they're living in they're suffering in silence, and I don't want you guys to suffer in silence. So, with that being said, guys, like, since nobody really have any questions or concerns, I don't want to stay on here long. I just want to start coming on here more often, so I give you guys opportunities to do these. I don't want y'all to always feel like y'all gotta watch a recorded video. I want y'all to build a relationship with me. For my individuals who are looking for speakers, like, I would love to do more speaking engagements in other states. Let me know. what's going on in your state. I'm sorry, guys. I got the white stuff on my lip, and I hate that. I need a exfoliate. But if you have a speaking engagement, especially in the Atlanta area, let me know. And I'm willing to talk to you about fees or anything like that, or what's going on and how y'all going about funding it, or if y'all, go about speaking. Reach out to me. Let me know what's going on, and we'll have a professional conversation about it. And that's at overcomingrthestigma@gmail.com to help you with that. But all the information be below. And I love you guys. And like I said, this is going to be a constant thing. I'm going to work my best to be punctual, so y'all know to get on, like to looking for me at 8 to get on. If not here, you'll catch me on Instagram at 7. If you're on my Facebook page, it's random. Just I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be very like selective on that. I just be led to talk on my Instagram. I mean on my Facebook, and then also in my group, which is going to be a little random too. But I want to do at least once a week with them too. So I'm just trying to give more of myself that y'all see me and y'all hear me and y'all get an opportunity to ask me something really quickly, and get a quick answer. Then others feel like you got to go through my inbox and take time because I'm really busy and I try my best to get to everybody. But y'all know I'm also doing sessions, I'm doing other things, and I'm also a mother, and I will be a wife soon to be. No, I'm not dating, but I know I am calling out my husband, who he gonna be. Um, because I do want to be married again. So with that being said, guys, like I'm gonna do what I can to help y'all and serve y'all, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. So have a great weekend. Make sure not to focus on herpes. Do something you love to do, and at the end of the day, remember you're not alone.